Paying yourself first. Now, this is for small business owners. If you work a job, you're obviously getting a paycheck. If the company's any good, they're paying you on time. So this point is for small business owners. I was in survival mode until I drew a line in the sand and I said, I'm going to start paying myself $4,000 per month on the first of the month. And I would literally get a check out from my business and I'd write a check to Paul Jameson. That's my name. And I would pay myself $4,000. And what that did is it motivated me to start getting margin in the business, because the reason I wasn't paying myself $4,000 at the beginning of every month before that is the business, it was struggling. And it was just like, I would pull out money when rent was due, or I'd pull out money when I needed money, but it was like, I really couldn't afford to pay myself. But then when I started paying myself $4,000, it was like, okay, I got to go sell more work. I got to go get bigger jobs. I got to hustle. I got to go. I was motivated. I had fire under my rear end to go out and bring in more revenue so I could have the margin. So the next month when I paid myself the $4,000 on the first of the month, I had more breathing room there. So by paying myself first, it created a sense of urgency that I had to get my expenses down and I had to get my income up. In Proverbs 21:20 up, it says, there is a desirable treasure and an oil in the dwelling place of the wise, but a foolish man squanders it all. So a wise person doesn't squander all their money. And my business, it was squandering all the money to where I couldn't afford to pay myself. So what happened when I started paying myself, I was paying way more attention to make sure there's no money being squandered in the business. And then it put a fire under my rear end to get out there and go sell more work, serving customers at the highest level. Then eventually, I was like, you know what? $4,000 a month ain't going to cut it anymore because rent's going up and inflation and all this. So then I started paying myself $5,000 a month. What my business could afford to pay myself that amount. And then it's just incrementally gone up over the years of what I pay myself. But I will say this, as soon as you can, figure out how much you can pay yourself, because you're working, right? In your business, you want to set an amount where you're like, you know what, this is what I'm going to pay myself per month. And then you want to get after it in your business so that you're bringing in enough money that you can afford everything and that you're not squandering stuff in your business.